What's up everybody? Bringing you Fitness Friday episode 2. This week's gonna be my top 5 cardio exercises. So like I said in my last video, I'm not a medical professional, but these are just my personal top 5. And I rank them based on location, how effective they are, your risk of injury, sometimes there's a cost involved. So these are just overall my favorite and my top 5 cardio exercises. First, we need to understand a little bit about what cardio exercise is. So cardio stands for cardiovascular training. So you're basically training your heart and your lungs. Your heart is a muscle, so it needs training just like any other muscle. And cardio is important at any level of fitness because a stronger heart means your body can work harder, carry more blood through the rest of your body, and you can have a better workout. So cardio is a great way to start if you're first getting into fitness because it's gonna be hard for you to do anything else if you don't have a strong heart and strong lungs. Whether you're a beginner or a top level athlete, cardio should always be included in your training program. Alright, so let's get to the countdown. Starting at number 5 for me is biking. I rank biking at number 5 because it has a few positives and a few negatives. On the positive side, it's very easy and it's very safe on your joints. So there's very low risk of injuring yourself when you're biking compared to some other forms of cardio. But some of the cons of biking is that it can be expensive because you have to buy yourself a bike, you have to buy yourself a helmet. It can also be hard to find a good place to do it that's safe. Most cities have bike paths built in, sometimes in a park or on the side of the street. But not everyone lives close to those, so sometimes it's hard to find a place where you can do it safely. And the last con about biking is that it's a little bit more time consuming than other exercises because you have to get yourself set up, you actually have to go out somewhere to bike. If you just bike around your street for 15 minutes, it's not as effective as other forms of exercises you could have done in those 15 minutes.
Bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle.
Number 4 on my list is running, and just like biking, running has its pros and it has its cons. A good thing about running is that it can be done almost anywhere. It's very time efficient, so if you run 15 minutes compared to bike 15 minutes, you're probably going to get more benefit in the run. But a con of running is that it can be very dangerous for your joints. If you're not running properly, you can lead to injury because there's a lot of impact on your joints when you're running. You're constantly hitting the ground with your heels. And then you can injure your knees, you can injure your lower back, you can injure your ankles. So my advice to make sure you don't do this is to try and avoid the streets when you're running. So find somewhere where there's a lot of grassy area, maybe in a park somewhere. Maybe find a track because tracks help absorb some of the impact. Near where I live, there's a park with a huge trail of wood chips and it's perfect because it's very squishy. It absorbs a little bit of the impact. But if you're running properly and you're not overdoing it, there's very little risk of injuring yourself. So that's why running is still a great form of cardio. Number 3 on my list is stairs. Some of the cons of stairs is that it can be hard to find a good place to do it because you want a long staircase or a lot of staircases that are close together. It could be one of the most time efficient because if you think about it, try going up and down the stairs nonstop for 5 minutes compared to going for a bike ride for 5 minutes, and you're gonna feel it a lot more going up and down the stairs for 5 minutes. It also adds a little bit more muscle workout into it, so that could be another benefit as well. And there's a little bit less impact on your joints, say compared to running, so it's a little bit safer.
Your stairway lies on the whispering wheel.
Number 2 on my list would be swimming. The only real con I have about swimming is that it's not easily accessible to everyone. You have to go out and actually find a pool with the appropriate length so that you can train properly. You have to learn how to swim safely before you can train. But other than that, there's really no negatives to swimming. But swimming is probably the most efficient form of cardio. It's probably the best overall workout when it comes to cardio. And because you're floating in the water, there's almost zero gravity and there's a lot less impact on your joints. So it's a really, really good form of cardio for people with lower back pain, knee pain, ankle pain, people who can't get away with running, because swimming takes away all that impact and you can just work pain-free. So you might be thinking, what can beat swimming? What's a better form of cardio than swimming? But number one on my list is just simply walking. The reason I rank walking number one as my favorite form of cardio is that there is zero cons to walking. There is nothing bad about walking. There's no way for it to be bad for you at all. And there's nothing stopping you from walking. Walking can be done anywhere. Can be done in a circle around your house, can be done in a circle around your street, can be done far away and you turn around and you come back. It can be done anywhere. It's super easy and it's effective at any fitness level. There's almost zero stress on your body because you're never really pushing your body that hard. But once you start walking for a while, you'll feel yourself actually begin to have a workout. Another positive to walking is that it's not intimidating at all. So anyone who's just getting into fitness and is just looking to start their journey into becoming healthy, walking is a great way to start because there's nothing to be afraid of with walking. You just walk. I find for me, if I go walking first thing in the morning before I've had anything to eat, it's the most effective. I find it sort of kickstarts my body for the day. It's not very physically demanding, so it's not hard to get out of bed and just go for a 15-minute walk, but it sort of boosts my body and gets it ready for the rest of the day. So there you have it. Those are my top 5 forms of cardio. You don't necessarily have to agree with my list. These are just my personal top 5. Maybe you learned a little bit in this video, and maybe it made it a little bit easier for you to choose what you want to do as a form of cardio. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. The weekend's coming up. Go out, try and do a little bit of cardio, try and make healthy choices, and I'll see you guys on Fitness Friday next week. Hope you're having a great day. Bye.